done for me. He's done so much amazing things. You know, I'd like to just read Psalms 23, 5 and 6, where he says that you've prepared a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup runs over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I've dwell in the house of the Lord forever. I love that Psalm for years, and that's brought me to where I am today. In actual fact, deep inside me. I came to England when I was 11, going on to 12, and I think really what happened was I came to a mother with a man that she had with 2 children, not knowing about her and his 2 men, and that was the beginning of the problem really. Then after a while the man started feeding me up and wanted to have sex with me, and then I refused, went and told my mother. She didn't believe me. She ran out of the house. I was 13 years old. I was on the streets. The social worker came and picked me up because I was telling my teacher, and I would just crying and staying out late at my friend's house. Then eventually we went to court. I didn't say anything about it because I was ashamed for her. Went into the home, was in about 10 different children's homes, fighting and, you know, just going. I was very disturbed. I used to be crying a lot and be fighting everybody, the officers, everybody, flinging things all around the place. Chopped over one of the officers one night because he came into the room and I said, there's 5 girls in this room, in the dormitory, what are you doing in here? You're a man. I just chopped him in his neck, and he put me after 3 months downstairs in the block, what they call like a special cottage, just within Bristol. Put you downstairs to lock you up because they said I was violent. Then after that, I came out when I was 16, after all. I went to a proof school. Then I came out when I was 16, then I collapsed. They took me to my mother's home. She didn't want me there, well the man didn't want me there. I collapsed one day outside, went to them to ask them for some, I'd gone to the hospital to get some tablets because I had a pain in my left side. The hospital said that all I need to do is take some painkillers. When I went to their house, God was so good and so great, I ended up in at their house outside, asking them for some water. I collapsed outside, my appendix burst inside me, next time I was in the hospital. After all that, they still didn't take me in the house, they just classed me. I was sleeping in direct buildings all around the place. This is in Islington, Bingfield Street around there. Then I used to go down to nightclubs and Wardour Street, sleeping in the clubs. And, you know, morning would come and I'd be in the club sleeping. All these things happened to me, and then one day I saw my one of my social workers, because they were like mother and father to me. They looked after me and everything, gave me what I wanted. I went there, and just because he didn't give me a suit, I wanted one. They had these suits he used to wear, and I wanted one. I was 16. He didn't give it to me. I chopped him in his neck. They put me in a mental home in Free and Barnet. When I went there, I sat around the table. They used to eat, seeing everybody doing all these things. You know, 16, I just ran away. After that, they caught me up and took me to a place called Leeds Hospital in it's in Watford, some place that's Stevenage. It's Leeds Hospital anyway. They had a unit for girls who would like run away and all that. It wasn't, you know, just running away. And because all this time I didn't know about man, I was just very violent and very, don't come near me, you know. And you know, and all I needed was my mother's love. And started taking pills, you know, like pills to keep me awake, black bombers and all these pills, you know, that age to keep me awake, and some to put you to sleep. And, you know, the people that I was mixing with, they were all doing it as well, and some died, you know, off of it, overdose. And I went on like that. Anyway, when I went into Leeds Hospital, I ran away from there. They caught me again, put me back in there, lock up. They used to give me Ligacto, took me up with some injection. I would know if it was day or night. I would just be all, you know, all over the place. Then after that, came out. After I came out, met my son's father, along with him and everything. I had a child, got married and everything, and trying to start a life. But this thing in me about running, I realized that the mindset I had was like from home to home. It was still in me because as I live here, so I wanted to move here. And as I moved here, my son had been living in so many different places because that's how I was. I just wouldn't stay one place. And went on, went to start going to prison. First of all, went for shoplifting, then I ended up for fraud, then I ended up for drugs. And then after that, I came, I had a boyfriend, and he was smoking crack. I didn't even know. He gave me this pipe one time. I took one thing of that, and that was it. Just started taking beer crack. Started smoking out pipes and just crack till I didn't have nowhere to live. Anyway, I went to America, and after going to America now, and that's where I really used to smoke a lot of drugs. And it was really I was an addict. I used to live in the drugs house. And I had this boyfriend, and one evening I said to him, he took my money, and I said to him, "Look, my $5," and he wouldn't give it to me, and I stabbed him in his neck, 2 inches, just missing jagged vein, and that was just crazy life. And then after that, I went to I was smoking drugs, and anyway, he got this place, and then I used to go and stay at the place where he was living in St. John's, New York City, and this man used to come in there, and he used to tell us about Jesus, Brother Alex, can't forget his name, and he took me to a place in where is this again? Not Brooklyn, not the Bronx, not Queens, Long Island. And there was these people there, this home that he took me, he said he wanted me to go there, and I said, okay, because I wanted to come over crack. I was disgusted and fed up, and I didn't know what to do. I did so much things, cut up my, tried to commit suicide. Oh gosh, it was the worst of the worst. And I used to think about my son, and I used to cry morning and night. I didn't know what was happening to me. I was just so miserable. But there was something wrong with me, deep down inside me. And I would be walking and crying and sorry for myself all the time, you know. I used to feel sorry. I said, God, why is this happening to me? Not having no mother to love you, and you know, I see kids on the streets at 13, and I said, well, is that the age that that man tried to, you know, show me? You know, it was really disturbing to me. And all these things was on me, nowhere to live now, drug addict, everything, my child, oh my gosh, I was in the miry clay. Come on now. I was deep down sinking. Yeah. And when I went to this to this place, Sister Jennifer and Brother Ludlow, they were people that they always used to just speak in tongues. And they would fast a lot. And I just find myself started praying just like them. I don't know what happened to me. I was a drug addict yesterday. Started praying. 5:30 one morning, I started speaking in tongues. Something that I used to laugh at the people in church. Because I used to say, what are they talking about? They're liars. You know, then I started speaking in tongues.